Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Christmas party, friends. Thank you so much for coming. So, lyrics are in the chat, friends. If you want to sing along tonight, there's a PDF of the lyrics in the chat. Welcome, everybody. Oh, come, Emmanuel, and ransom captive Israel, who mourns in lonely exile here, until the Son of God appear. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel. O come, thou day spring, come from on high, and ransom all things far and nigh. To us the path of knowledge show, and in her ways cause us to go. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel. Are you ready to party, friends? Get up, stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. Preacher man, don't tell me heaven is under the earth. I know you don't know what life is really worth. It's not all that glitters is gold. Half the story has never been told. Now you see the light. Come on, stand up for your right. Sing it, yeah, get up, stand up, woo, stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up, don't give up the fight, don't give up the fight. Get up, stand up, yeah, stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up, woo, don't give up the fight. Most people think Greek God will come from the skies, cover over everything, make everybody feel high. But if you know what life is worth, you'll get yours while you're on earth. Now you see the light, yeah, stand up for your rights. Come on, get up, stand up. Stand up for your rights. Stand up, yeah. Don't give up the fight. So we want to see you dancing at home, friends. We're all together now, all around the world. And we could get some complaints from the neighbours if we sing and dance. So we can see you. We're with you. Let's dance together. Let's sing together. 1, 2, 3, sing. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. Don't give up the fight. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up. Yeah, don't give up the fight. Welcome everybody. How's everybody doing? You can wave if you're feeling alive. Woo! So you just heard Stephanie Hollenberg, who's here with us tonight. I'm her husband. And we've got Luke Clerkin in the house tonight from Dublin. He's going to be singing for us later on. Woo! Make some noise for Luke Clerkin. And we've got Abby Stanton in the West Midlands of England. She's going to be singing for us too. Introducing you to singers, young singers from around the world. And we've got Wes Fowler in Toronto. Woo! There we go. Hey, Wes. And we've got a girl named Tom in Ohio too. Rejoice, rejoice. And tonight, all of the proceeds from tonight, all the donations will be going to Dublin Inner City Helping Homeless. Woo! Hey, thank you. And it could be good to hit mute if you're not on mute, because it might get a bit crazy. It might get a bit crazy audio-wise. Okay, here we go. So yeah, that's what we're at. So how you doing, Stepho?
Great. I'm excited. I love Christmas music.
So friends, we have put the lyrics in the chat, and the intention for this party is for us to sing together. So we can't be together right now, but we can be together in spirit and sing together. So Stephanie made a PDF which is in the chat now, and you can get the lyrics out and you can sing along with us. Steph and I are playing you some Christmas songs, some midwinter songs, and some Rastafarian songs. This is one of my favorites. And where's everyone calling from? You could put where you're calling from in the chat.
And maybe your favorite Christmas song too.
Yes.
Or holiday song.
Here we go. This guitar still thinks it's a tree. Okay, so we've got In the Bleak Midwinter. In the bleak midwinter, frosty winds made moan. Earth stood hard as iron, water like a stone. Snow had fallen, snow on snow, snow on snow. In the bleak midwinter, long ago. Angels and archangels may have gathered there, cherubim and seraphim throng the air, but his mother only in her maiden bliss worshiped the beloved with a kiss. What can I give him, poor as I am? If I were a shepherd, I would give a lamb. If I were a wise man, I would do my part. Yet what can I give him? Give him my heart. Woo! Thank you, friends.
We need an applause sign.
We're applauding you. Thanks so much for being here, everybody. It's exciting. Christmas party time. So, yeah, that would be great, actually. Thank you. So we're going to gallery view so we can see all of you, not just ourselves. Oh yeah, now we can see you. That's great. So great to see everybody. Oh my gosh. And have you seen that there's a puppet rocking out here with us?
Oh yeah, Barbara Paulson, look at that.
I don't know if you can spotlight the puppet, Jordan. It's Barbara Paulson there. So Barbara did the puppeteering on the video for Doing Nothing, and she's kindly come to join us tonight to make some art with us. So maybe well, Barbara's going to be doing a special song with us in a minute. Okay, so we wanted to sing you one song that we put a video out for it a week ago. So this is Your Heart Is in My Chest, and it's pretty easy to sing, so maybe you'll sing it with us.
And we'll just say it's not a Christmas song, but this is on the new album coming out in February, and Luke and his team have put together a very exciting special where you can buy the album for someone you love as a Christmas gift, and we'll send you a card that you can print out for them and give that to them on Christmas Day. It's either vinyl or CD, and MP3 comes along with it. And also, if you buy it as a gift for Christmas, we'll send you a special Christmas song for them to open up on Christmas Day.
We'll send them a Christmas song on Christmas Day in their email.
So this is a song on the album.
Yeah, and we're going to put the link for that Christmas pre-order in the chat. So that might be there already because Jordan's so on it. Thank you, Jordan, for teching. Your heart is in my chest. Your heart is in my chest. I'm crossing the blue sound to bow myself down. Your heart is in my chest. This girl is a lantern on the aisle, through the wind, through the rain. Now I smile. You gave me a wildfire inside. On the train, leaving you through the dark, journaling the Big Bang in my heart, expanding at the speed of the stars. Little bells are ringing and I'm tight-throated singing your raiment. Find the hue. Your heart is in my chest. Inspired bones kissed you like wanderer coming home. Sunlit bay with gulls calling out. There's a new being dreaming. My body's started healing. Is it time to walk to you? Yeah. Your heart is in my chest. Woo! Your heart is in my chest. I'm crossing the blue sound to bow myself down. Your heart is in my chest. Heavy packs we climb this mountain, cold wet feet on the soft ground, churning like the ocean inside. Darkness and rainfall now, but pine sand in the morning. The sun is pouring down. We're hiking down this green road. Two of the elements, two of the relevant elements in the harmonic resonance. You are feeding me medicine. The drink without reticence, and the song is in evidence. The positive strengthening, elegance beckoning. I'm crossing the blue sound to bow. Your heart is in my chest. Woo!
The crowd goes wild.
Thank you, friends. Oh, it's so good to see you. So good to be getting the energy from around the world. Oh yeah. Go on the Channel Isles.
No.
Just this, okay, thanks. And want to say hi to my mum and dad in the west of Ireland.
And my mom and dad in Indiana. Our parents.
To our parents, to our mums and dads. Could you move a smidge closer to the microphone, right? Is that what you're saying, yeah? Okay, deadly. Just when I'm speaking or when I'm singing? Maybe a bit of both. Okay. Okay. So until this week, I'd never really heard Stephanie play the bassoon, and I'm in awe.
It has been a decade. I played a lot. I grew up playing bassoon. Was quite serious about it in high school. And then I had a crisis in high school where I quit all music and stopped playing the bassoon. This is yours.
Oh, thank you.
But here she is.
Okay, so Jordan, could you please spotlight Barbara and us, please? And Barbara is going to be rocking with us. Here we go. Okay. Okay.
And this song is dedicated to our nephew, Wesley, who's not on this call, but he's very cute. He's a very special human.
And the lyrics are in the chat. There's a PDF, so please sing along at home.
1, 2, ready, go. Woo! I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Only a hippopotamus will do. Don't want a doll, no dinky tinky toy. I want a hippopotamus to play with and enjoy. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. I don't think Santa Claus will mind, do you? He won't have to use the dirty chimney flue. Just bring him through the front door, that's the easy thing to do. I can see him now on Christmas morning, creeping down the stairs. Oh, what joy hippopotamus will do. No crocodiles, no rhinoceroses. I only like hippopotamuses, and hippopotamuses like me too. Mom says a hippo would eat me up, but then teacher says a hippo is a vegetarian. There's lots of room for him in our two-car garage. I'd feed him there and wash him there and give him his massage. I can see me now on Christmas morning, creeping down the stairs. Oh, a joy and what surprise when I open up my eyes to see a hippo hero standing there. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Only a hippopotamus will do. No crocodiles, no rhinoceroses. I only like hippopotamuses, and hippopotamuses like me too. Hippopotamuses and hippopotamisters and hippopotamuses like me too.
Woo! The chords are on the iPad. Woo!
Oh, whoops.
I loved it.
Wow, that was fun. All right.
My wife is so extremely talented. Crazy talented. So I'm gonna hand over to Stephanie, who's gonna give us a reflection on this time of year, the solstice. So I'll hand it over to Stephanie for 10 minutes before. Yeah.
Thanks.
Warm welcome, Stephanie.
Oi, so yeah, I mean, I feel like, can y'all hear me all right? Is the mic turned up enough? Yeah, I'm getting thumbs up. Sweet. I feel a little bit shy because I don't want to like give you a sermon when you didn't ask for one, but Luke kind of asked me to do that. No, I think it's just it's a sweet thing to do to recognize that this season has so much meaning in it and there's so much to unpack. And I think it's easy to cruise through without really taking a moment to look at it. So, yeah, just thinking about the winter solstice. It's coming up on the 21st of December, which is a Monday, just another day, right? And I think it's safe to say that this season of the earth turning away from the sun and the shortening of days affects us all. So I'm actually curious to know how it affects each of you. When you think about winter and darkness, and this time of year, why don't you throw in the chat box a word that comes to mind? What's a word that comes to mind to you? What a feeling, adjective, going inward. You've got a few people in your house. Feel free to have each person respond. Sadness, retreat. What comes to mind when you think about loneliness, germination, seeking light, wine? All right, Carrie. Darker. Balance, introspection. Oh, y'all are very grounded people, man. Hidden depth. Happiness, it's Christmas. Well, I have to say, I expected a little bit more doom and gloom. I do think I love seeing your responses because I do think there is this tendency to be resistant to the darkness and to avoid the darkness. I mean, if we think about how we dazzle our houses with lights, at 4 p.m. we're flipping the switch on, or whatever time dusk happens for you, to extend our days. And into the night, even overnight, we leave our Christmas tree lights on, which shine through our houses, and our outdoor Christmas lights shine or glare through our neighbors' windows. And if you live in a city, you've got the street lights and headlights and neon lights that are keeping the city at a constant glow. I haven't even mentioned our constant companions, our phones and our computers, which we're on all the time, particularly this year as we're shopping online and checking out our friends on Instagram and TikTok and reconnecting with friends and family over Zoom. We resist this darkness by filling it with unnatural light. And I think it's good to reflect on how darkness is often perceived as evil or scary or dangerous, which is particularly harmful because that connection has historically been wielded like a weapon to fuel racism, right? And I'm talking to my white people here, my white folks here. You know, we white people have been taught to fear and distrust the dark, anything or anyone that appears dark. And that's a powerful mental thing that there's a powerful mental thing that happens, right? Our minds kind of follow that. I can't tell you how many people I hear moaning about the end of summer and how we begrudgingly shovel our driveways and we glare up at the gray sky and shake our fist and we fright easily at night, dream of being anywhere but where we are. Cancun. And I just to speak personally, in my own like personal reckoning with this time of year and what winter solstice offers us, I can't help but wonder what happened if we welcomed the darkness. As Barbara Mahoney writes in a beautiful article on being, darkness is womb. Darkness is seed underground. Darkness is where birthing begins. Incubator of unseen stirring, essential and fundamental growing. This is the time of year where the land is allowed to rest and to regenerate. Garlic is planted in fall and isn't harvested until the following fall because the winter is essential to its incubation. A full year to become this tiny but pungent bulb that transforms a meal. And I think humans can take a page from nature's book. This season of darkness is an invitation to turn inward, as one of you mentioned, to live more slowly, to discover, to regenerate, to savor, to pay attention, right? In an overstimulating world that dares us to work past our capacity, we're blinded with all of these lights. So this season, as we walk towards winter solstice, the darkest day of the year, there's an opportunity to turn inwards, towards the darkness, not away from it. And, this could be a literal invitation, right? It could be to put your phone down and turn off your phone and do a crossword puzzle, or dining by candlelight instead of fluorescent light. Turning off your outdoor Christmas lights for a moment to see what's happening in the sky. Maybe doing a meditation practice before dawn or at night in front of the fire. Or it could also be an invitation to accept other gifts that this time brings. The slowness and coziness that darkness brings, like hand making cards or baking cookies for your neighbors, or doing a puzzle while listening to your favorite Christmas album, taking a nap, all of these little invitations throughout the season. And it can be hard to stop the pace that we've set for ourselves. So hard. I find it takes me like 3 days to say, okay, let's settle down. Let's really hang out. But we have to trust that when we allow ourselves to do that, our eyes will adjust and your biorhythms will adjust and your senses will become more alive. I mean, it wouldn't, I would be remiss to not mention that it's been a tough year, right? And 2021 will likely be difficult as well for so many. There's so much loss and grief, so much isolation and disconnection, on top of all the other things that make life complex. And we and our communities are suffering in body and mind and spirit. To be honest, summer was a lifeline, right? Bringing so much relief and hope and joy in this terrifying time. And the question that I'm hearing again and again is, how will we survive the winter? How will we survive the winter? And so it begins the doom and gloom language. We got to find a new language for this season. Mystery, hope, intrigue, coziness, magic, romance, stories. Um, if you're not church going folk, just humor me for a second. I work with churches. That's what puts beans and rice on our table. There's this hymn that is in the Mennonite hymnal called Joyful is the Dark. And I discovered this years ago, which has like transformed how I think about the dark. So let me just read you a few lyrics. Again, and no matter what you believe about God or the divine or the Christian story, this kind of transcends all of that. Joyful is the dark, holy hidden God, rolling cloud of night beyond all naming, majesty in darkness, energies of love, word in flesh, the mystery proclaiming. Joyful is the dark, spirit of the deep, winging wildly over the world's creation. Silken sheen of midnight, plumage black and bright, swooping with the beauty of a raven. Isn't that beautiful imagery for darkness? So I suppose, as I'm gonna wrap this up so we can get on to some more music, but I suppose my invitation to you as we await the promise of winter solstice is to welcome the darkness and speak to her with kinder language. Trust that your eyes will adjust, revealing the beauty and mystery of this time of year. Every year, my parents years ago sent me a blog post which posed the question, what will be born in you this year? So I ask that question to myself every year. And I think it's a great one to reflect on the winter solstice. Because as Barbara, back to this quote by Barbara Mahoney, darkness is womb, is seed underground. Darkness is where birthing begins, incubator of unseen stirring, essential and fundamental growth. So darkness is here, friends, and invites us to share her company. So light a candle, pour yourself a cup of tea, because she's one of those friends that deliciously settles into your sofa and stays a while. Do you introduce? Yeah. All right.
Thank you, Stephanie. I the structure of these calls has been that we'll have somebody inspiring in the middle. Last time we had Rory McKinnon, and for a winter reflection, I really thought Stephanie was the right person for a solstice reflection. So I also wanted to say, whilst I remember that the puppeteer Barbara Paulson, it's her birthday today.
Woohoo! Happy birthday!
So going from that beautiful contemplation on the meaning of the dark and this time of year, I want to just share that we have Brian here from Inner City Helping Homeless in Dublin, who my friend Luke Clerkin, who's going to sing for you later, introduced us to. And so any donations from tonight will be going to Inner City Helping Homeless in Dublin. Um, I'll let Brian explain to you what that work is and why that's important. If we could spotlight Brian, please, Jordan.
Good evening, everyone. How's everyone doing?
Welcome, Brian.
Thanks
How
very
are you?
much, Luke.
Thanks very much for coming and all the work you're doing. So yeah, please share with everybody.
Yeah, so I suppose to give you a bit of background, Inner City Help and Homeless was founded 7 years ago. It was founded obviously as a reaction to the housing and homeless crisis in Dublin. We saw an increase of nearly 500% in the number of homeless children between 2015 and 2019. So our team and our charity has grown over the years as we've kind of expanded to add more services to be able to help people that need it the most. So we do a 7 night a week outreach service to people that sleep in the streets, in the doorways, in the parks, all across Dublin and surrounding areas, and our volunteers do that 365 nights a year. We also have advocacy and case management support to help people get through the quagmire that is homelessness. We have a mental health support team as well that works with people on the mental health side of things. And we do basic stuff like food provisions, food hampers, clothes and things like that. So coming up to Christmas, obviously it's our busiest time of the year. COVID-19 has had a huge impact, not only in Ireland, but across the world. And we've seen a huge increase in demand for our services, not only from people that are homeless, but people that are living below the food poverty line, having lost jobs due to COVID and so forth. We're a very small country here in Ireland, as a lot of you probably know, but we have 680,000 people that are living under the food poverty line, and 200,000 of those are children. And that's absolutely outrageous in 2020 in a rich country. So we'll keep fighting those battles. I'll go back to the first song that Luke played, Mr. Marley, and it's very true. We all have a voice. We all have to get up, stand up, and don't give up the fight, because the fight is there for all of us. We do what we do for the future generations of this country. There's a huge amount of inequality. There's a huge amount of mismanagement when it comes to spending of money by governments and by people in power, people with a lot of money. So I suppose what we do is try and give the basic standard provisions like food, like clothing and things like that, the sympathetic ear. But then on the bigger level, we will take the battle to the governments and the politicians as well, because we feel that that's just as important. We have a saying that mantra we won by an ICHH, and I think everyone could do with this, particularly after the year we've had, and that's never look down on someone unless you're helping them up. And I think at any stages of our lives, no matter what country we're in, we've all had that moment where we've needed someone's help to drag us back to our feet again. And there's a lot of people, in Ireland and across the world that are homeless or that are living in food poverty that need us to do the same for them. So it's been a very positive night. It's a Christmas night. I don't want to bring it down too much, but all I can say is that we're working hard to do as much as we can for families and individuals that are on the streets or in emergency accommodation in Ireland this year. We'll do our best to bring a smile to as many of their faces as possible, because I suppose one quick thing before I finish is this year has really shown me, for example, how lucky you have just to have a home and food that you could quarantine in, self-isolate in. When countries went into lockdown, it's a lot easier to do it when you have your own place and you have food and you have heating and you don't really have those concerns. Or obviously, Wi-Fi is a big thing in this day and age as well. But try to do that if you had a family of 4 or a family of 5 and you were living in a hotel room for 18 months. You have no cooking facilities, you have no cleaning facilities. And the cost of putting the family in that hotel as emergency accommodation is actually double what a rent of a house or an apartment would be. So it makes no sense whatsoever. And it's a humanitarian thing, and I think it applies not only in Ireland, but across the world. So I won't keep you any further. I just want to say thanks so much to Luke and Stephanie for arranging it, and all the musicians and our pal Luke Clerkin. So looking forward to listening to him. He's been a great supporter of ours for a couple of years now. So for the rest of you, listen, thanks for taking part, and anyone that's supporting us, thanks very much for that. Stay safe and have a great Christmas, and thanks everyone.
Brian, thank you so much for that. And I'm really inspired that you've been so committed to doing the right thing and to standing up for our brothers and sisters who need help, right? We all need help.
Thank you, Luke. Appreciate it.
So, yeah. So thank you, and to your teams, your community. I know that there's a whole community doing this. So we're just going to give you a few seconds now to If you want to donate, or if you want to just copy the details of the website for Dublin Inner City Helping Homeless, that's all in the chat now. We'll give you a few seconds to yeah, if you want to donate, or you just want to take it and share the website, or check out the website later on. We'll give you a little moment to do that. We'll check the time. Okay, so we need to keep going because we've got 4 wonderful acts to share with you. So I really wanted to share some artists that I love and believe in, some younger artists, so we're going to introduce you to some of them right now. We've got 4 artists from around the world, and Luke Clerkin, who I'm about to introduce you to, he connected us with Brian, and he's a wonderful singer-songwriter from Dublin. So I'll hand it over to Luke Clerkin now. Please give him a warm welcome.
Hey folks, my name is Luke Clerkin. So yeah, it's Brian. I released this song a couple of years ago for Brian and for Inner City Helping Homeless, and yeah, it's become a song that every this time every year, because I released it this time, it's becoming something really special to me. And when Luke asked me to play, I said I have to play this song, and if we could do it, we could do it for the guys. So please, if you can donate, please donate. I can't hear you right now, but in this song, I kind of, it's like a protest song. So in a protest song, we'll say, if I'm at a housing protest, I'll say, whose homes? And you'll say our homes. And I'll say whose streets? And you'll say our streets. So that comes later in the song. So I want to see us chanting, pretending this is a protest, okay? Just for these, just reflect on what Brian said, please. Thank you. The song is called Take Back the City. Empty houses, empty homes, crowded streets, but they sleep alone. Food kitchens feeding families, some left with none, some left with none. People walk by with their vacant stares, maybe they're scared it could happen to them. But ignorance is only bliss for those not affected by the cost of living. And is it really living if you're not giving? A hotel room is not a home, neither are the streets that they're left to roam. A hotel room is not a home. Empty pockets, empty hearts, do not disturb signs and strangers' snores. 5 children sharing a room, only space on the floor, only space on the floor. Why say it's not your cross to bear? Maybe you care if it happened to you. Well, that question is for those responsible for the housing crisis. Just because you have money doesn't mean you're immune to this. A hotel room is not a home, and neither are the streets that they're left to roam. A hotel room is not a home. Take back the city, take back the land, take back the city, take back the land. No direct provision, no family hubs. Embrace the migrants, they deserve the love. Okay, is ready? I want to see his holding hands up in the air, right? Whose streets? Our streets. Whose homes? Our homes. Whose streets? Our streets. Whose homes? Our homes. A hotel room is not a home, neither are the streets that they're left to roam. A hotel room is not a home. Whose streets are streets? Whose homes are? Okay, I'm going to pass you on to Abby from the West Midlands of England. She's basically my neighbour. So thank you guys, and please donate if you can. And thank you, Luke and Stephanie and everybody. Thank you so much.
Hello, I'm Abby, and I'm going to perform Simple Thing by, I forgot who it's by, but I'm performing this song because it's a song that's usually played around Christmas for us, and it's a very important song to me, and I really enjoy singing it. So I hope you enjoy. Also, it's my sister's birthday today, so happy birthday, Millie. She's on the live. So yeah, happy birthday. I walked across an empty land. I knew the pathway like the back of my hand. I felt the earth beneath my feet. Sat by the river and it made me complete. Oh, simple thing, where have you gone? I'm getting tired and I need someone to rely on. So tell me when you're gonna let me in. I'm getting tired and I need somewhere to begin. I came across a fallen tree. I felt the branches of it looking at me. Is this the place we used to love? Is this the place that I've been dreaming of? Oh, simple thing, where have you gone? I'm getting tired and I need someone to rely on. So tell me when you're gonna let me in. I'm getting older and I need somewhere to begin. And if you have a minute, why don't we go talk about it somewhere only we know? This could be the end of everything, so why don't we go somewhere only we know? Oh, simple thing, where have you gone? I'm getting tired and I need someone to rely on. So tell me when you're gonna let me in. I'm getting older and I need somewhere to begin. And if you have a minute, why don't we go talk about it somewhere only we know? This could be the end of everything, so why don't we go somewhere only we know? Thank you. I think next on is it A Girl Named Tom? I might be wrong, but yeah.
It's West Fowler now.
Oh, is it? Sorry.
In Toronto. That was lovely, Abby.
Thank you. Oh, yep, next is West Fowler.
Hello. That was awesome. Yep, I am Wes Fowler from Toronto, and I'm kind of a shy and quiet guy, and I don't talk that much. And people often tell me I should be speaking more or ask why I don't speak up. And so I wrote a song about that, and it's called the Chocolate Cake Song. No, I don't talk that much. Never had that much to say. But when you press your lips on mine and they taste like chocolate cake, there aren't words to describe that anyway. I know I don't say that much, oh no. Always stuck inside my head. But when you walk into the room and my mind forgets everything but you, who would rather be talking instead. Look, I know you'd like to know what's on my mind, but I got these walls up that I tend to hide behind. So when I'm being quiet, like I always do, know that the only thing on my mind is you. Know that the only thing on my mind is you. No, I don't speak that often. Always keep my feelings to myself. But I can tell you when you rest your head on me and your face warms the side of my neck, that's the best thing I've ever felt. Look, I know you'd like to know what's on my mind, but I got these walls up that I tend to hide behind. So when I'm being quiet, like I always do, know that the only thing on my mind is you. Know that the only thing on my mind is you. Know that the only thing on my mind is you. Know that the only thing on my mind is you. Thank you very much. And now we are going over to A Girl Named Tom in Indiana.
Beautiful job, Wes. Thank you for that. We are A Girl Named Tom. We're siblings, and we wrote this song last night. So we'll see how this goes. My name's Becca.
I'm Josh. And I'm Caleb. And this is a song based on The Match Girl, a story by Hans Christian Andersen, The Little Match Girl. One winter's night in cold moonlight, I found a girl with matches. Her feet were bare, her flaxen hair aglow among the ashes.
Alone she walked the frozen street, sold matches for a fare. No feeling in her hands and feet, she lit a match with care. Behold a flame to warm her face, a heavenly fire before her.
Weak and starved, she wove through town, her slippers far behind. No bread to steal the hunger away, a second match would ease her. Lo, it came, a nourished flame, with food she'd never tasted. Before she made the flicker fades, her body toiled and wasted.
Far from home and cold as stone, she huddled down to rest. She sings her mother's lullaby and lights her final match. And yet she came, a loving flame, with arms of mercy calling. Come, my dear, the end is near, the fire's ever burning.
That winter night, in cold moonlight, I found a girl with matches. With light to give, she might have lived if only I had seen her. Thank you so much. We'll send it back on to Luke now.
Thank you so much, Girl Named Tom. I feel really lucky to know and be related to Girl Named Tom and my new cousins, Stephanie's cousins. So thanks everybody for being here. Really, really grateful to the musicians who promoted this event and gave their time and their energy and their love to this event and their skill. So thank you for that. And thank you to everyone who came. And thanks a lot to the people, the team who've been supporting. My manager, Kerry, is here. And thanks a lot to Jordan, who's been teching, and to Barbara on the puppetry there. I hope you have a great midwinter, a great Christmas, and we will be partying again on the 8th of January. We'll have a new song out, and I'll bring some guest musicians, and just really, really grateful to you for coming. Thank you so much, and for listening. Really, really appreciate you.